Well, that certainly makes me happy. Although you'll notice how unbiased I am, folks. Goldie Knox, former Fury, unbiased announcer. I swear.
I was never told I had to be unbiased. Let's see what these refs are talking about.
Well, this is Fanboy Chaz back here with you at the Lane Event Center here with Mr. Havoc.
Ready to roll here. Championship bout 2013. Andromedalos versus the Flat Track Furies.
So let's take a minute to talk about this story. If you follow ECRG, you know that for the last several years, the Andromedalos have reigned supreme. They have played in every championship, and frankly, for a number of years, they've won every championship.
Oh, definitely.
So in terms of a big target, an evil empire, a great champion that is a big target for being dethroned, the Andromedalos are there. And their fans are here in droves. They are very excited to see yet another championship. But at the same time, we have the Furies, who have had a very interesting story the last few years themselves. They have missed an opportunity to compete for the trophy for the last several years. This was after the Furies had quite a long winning streak earlier in their career, early in the days of the league. So for them to even be here playing tonight is a huge move for them.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's exciting. The first year I ever saw my wife bout, the Flat Track Furies were such a dominant team and would literally each and every bout blast the Church of Skaten and the Andromedalos every time. Every single time was a blowout. And somehow these tables have turned, and it's 4 years strong now with that trophy for the Andromedalos. And I know because it's been in my house. And so we'll see here. This is a big one. I've heard a couple Andromedalos, and I'm going to quote Slapcat tonight, too. 4 years is so awesome and great, but 5 years is even better.
It's a nice round number for sure.
I would love to see a dogfight nonetheless and watch these Flat Track Furies tear and rip and try their hardest to get this championship trophy for them.
Absolutely, because that's another dimension of the story. You know, the Furies are not just on a comeback. I mean, they have recovered from this period of challenge. They were badly rostered to depleted last year. Their performance this season, they have put up some huge wins. They have been blowing up this league. And so if there ever was a real big opportunity for the Furies to take back their previous glory, this is it tonight. There are going to be no punches pulled. There are going to be absolutely no hesitation shown on the part of any of these skaters. This is huge for each of these teams.
Yeah.
You will not see skaters skating harder than you will see tonight.
No, I definitely agree, and I'm excited to see this. I know these Flat Track Furies here have got it out, and they want this trophy, and I know how serious this is. And these Andromedalos, I'm going to say, are not about to sit down and give this title up. I would love to see this go till the very last second. Usually championships will be a dogfight. Every once in a while it's a blowout. But between these home teams, there's something to earn.
Absolutely. I think we're going to see a very even match and some very serious, extreme, intense roller derby tonight.
I agree.
Oh, yeah. Flat Track Furies finishing up their skate out here, it looks like, to the cheers of their adoring fans. Take note of the noise level, ladies and gentlemen, because here in a moment, we're going to see what the incumbents, the Andromedalos, reigning champions, what they bring, both in terms of the intensity of their skating, but in terms of the intensity of their fans. They have a good and loyal fan base. Let's see if they showed up tonight.
I'm not sure if I heard that right, but that sounded like a Wasatch cheer. Oh.
Well, their shirts are blue. It's funny you mention it. Their shirts are blue.
I will say that from this last Big O and watching multiple tournaments of Wasatch,
yes,
I'm going to have to say that Wasatch has the best cheering squad ever.
Well, it's funny you mention that, Mr. Abbott, because I too have noticed the Wasatch cheering squad, and you're right. They are the best in terms of their noise, their enthusiasm, and their organizedness. They are very disciplined, very specifically, regimentedly disciplined.
Yes.
And so, if that's what you like to see, then you will get that from Wasatch for sure.
Definitely. Well, both men and women cheer for their own, and their cheering section is insane. But these Andromedals are at a blast out right now, and here comes their mascot. They're trying to pump up the jam right now.
Boy, whenever I hear the Star Wars theme, I just want to, join the rebellion. You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely. Looks like they have a number 1 fan. He just made his streak through.
Whatever happened to streaking?
I don't know. That was as close as it gets right there. Shiny spandex pants on a man with no shirt running through with a number 1 fan on his back. Never seen it. And there we go. No bias, but I'm going to watch my wife play.
Yeah,
after about 9 months of injury from a shoulder surgery. Taking it easy. She's finally back. She's going to make her debut. Nonetheless, I want to watch my wife wreck some effing havoc. But at the same fact, I've had this trophy for at least a week or two a year or more in my house, and I would love to see the Flat Track Furies pass this Emerald City trophy around.
And they would love it too. They will love it too,
and I'm ready to see this bout to see who wants it more.
And again, as we get set up for the first jam, just a reminder, this is Fanboy Chaz and Mr. Havoc here announcing your boutcast this evening. We're here in lovely, beautiful, pastoral Eugene, Oregon. We are so glad to learn of the enthusiasm and interest of all the viewers at home. We're going to do our best to call this thing in an entirely uniform yet enthusiastic way. Looks like the gear checks are getting underway at this point for the Andromedals and for the Furies. Safety is first.
Always safety first. You must have a safety meeting before we do any of this. And I'm excited right now to see this bout get underway. These Flat Track Fury blockers are not messing around, and they're going to go to the jam line right off the bat. These blockers and everyone who's checked is taking their position and ready for game. And here we go. Looks like these Andromedals are just about checked out here, and we're going to be ready for gameplay here within the next few seconds.
And looks like lining up for the Furies, number 85. Is that Medusa Harm? Yep. Lining up for the Furies. And the Andromedals.
And it looks like Surly Q going to take the Jammer Penny for the Andromedals.
Double
start this off. Oh no, my wife back from injury is going to start this off blocking. As much as I love these Andromedals and as much as I want to watch my wife tear it up, this is the last I'm going to talk unless she makes a big hit, because I kind of want to see these Furies take this championship. And I love the dogfight of Derby.
When everyone has so much riding on it, you are guaranteed a big action-packed bout. There's Medusa Arms trying to squirrel her way through the pack.
Surly Q stuck at the back there.
And Medusa Arms goes around the outside, gets lead
Medusa
jammer.
Harm, lead jammer. Surly Q pushing her way through, getting right to the top of that. She's got a wall there.
Well, Scariel, Andromedal's blocker, sent to the box for something.
It's like Frankie Facebreaker.
Medusa Harm shrugging off some big hits to stay up and get through for a five-point grand slam.
Surly Q's through, and she's going to call off the jam. It looks like we got 96 Champagne here, and number 138. Is that Wonder Dread?
Katarina Van Rotten.
Oh, Katarina Van Rotten.
Katarina Van Rotten and Champagne. Champagne just chomping at the bit to get at this.
Oh, Champagne pushing her way on the inside line, trying to get through. She's got a wall there, but they got to let her go, and she's going to get lead jam. And Katarina Van Rotten getting through the pack and picking up speed, trying to catch Champagne. We got a fast-moving pack here, too. Let's see what these ladies are going to do. Champagne entering in the back of the pack.
Seeing some serious
Pushing
scuffling
her way
among the
through.
blockers.
She calls off the jam.
After the Furies scored first blood, the Andromedals eager to avoid seeing that turn into a snowball.
Fury's going to take a 5-1 lead here off the first jam. It looks like we got Surly Q, and here is Wonder Dread here.
Wonder Dread sneaking around the outside, finding an opening.
Oh, big hit. Wonder Dread goes down. Assisted suicide, it looks like.
Wonder Dread with a quick recovery, gets lead jammer.
Surly Q fighting her way there, but Frankie Facebreaker not letting her through.
Meanwhile,
Assisted
Wonder
suicide
Dread
goes up to assisted suicide here. Some fierce blocking up at the front here.
Wonder Dread
Suicide
closing on
taking
the
it
back.
on and helping her teammate out. Oh, Surly goes out on the outside line there.
And Wonder Dread sneaks through on the
Wonder Dread
inside.
sweeping through, scoring 5 points.
Boom!
Surly Q ripping on the outside.
Knocked
She
out
gets
by a
knocked out
tough
of
hit.
bounds. Fierce by Lady Bullseye. She enters back in. And
Wonder
Wonder
Dread
Dread through. Again! Hits and pulls and switches and oh! Finally, Surly Q at the top of the pack here. It looks like Sugar Hooker's got the lock on it. Fake Facebreaker comes in, but she finally is getting through. Surly Q.
Well, Wonder Dread throwing off some big hits.
Yep, big hit there. Rex Havoc and Suicide trying to take her out. Oh,
Wonder
and a
Dread.
big hit by Scariel, and that's going to be it.
Through for some quick points, calls off the jam, but not before Scariel makes her pay. And we have number 96, Champagne, out for the Andromedals, and again, number 85, Medusa Harm for the Furies.
Still an 18-1 lead. Furies coming out with some fury right off the bat. Both of these teams are ready to go. And the Furies definitely are earning and winning for this title. It's been a long streak for the Andromedals, but these Furies are not going to give up without a battle.
Champagne with a big hit on that blocker on the way through.
Neither is Champagne. She's going to rip right through. Lead jammer status. Medusa Harm trying to rip through and trying to get her way through and catch up, but Champagne putting on the heat right now. Some big hits in there in the pack. Champagne's going to call it off. Wow, we're going to see some bumps and bruises tonight, I have a feeling.
They are not pulling their punches one bit. And we get a number 26.2 Wonder Dread out for the Furies. And for the Andromedals, we have Champagne in the box. A power jam situation for Wonder Dread. This is not what the Andromedals needed right now.
No, definitely not, but we'll see what happens. Andromedals got to play defense, and the Flat Track Furies, if they want to get some points, better get it going here with Wonder Dread. The defense is coming from the Dolls, but Wonder Dread's going to get through right away.
Wonder Dread through again for another 5-point Grand Slam.
Definitely Wonder Dread ripping right through, not going to take no for an answer. Taking those bumps and bruises, pushing her way through. That defense better tighten up or else, yep, there we go again. Split pack, more points for Wonder Dread and the Flat Track Furies. Oh, big hit there, Agent Orange, knocking Wonder Dread out. And one more, but she stays in and is going to score another 5 points and call off the jam.
Just as Champagne was getting ready to get released. Just soon enough to make sure that the Andromedals jammer is going to start the next jam in the box. She won't be there long, but boy, it is enough of a wrench in the works to be a little advantage. And you could see her frustration with the refs. You know, she was trying to call that thing as soon as she got that last point, but they just took 2 seconds too long. She looked like she was going to snap.
Well, that's all right. They're in it to win it, and it's at 33 Furies, 1 Andromedals. The Andromedals here putting on some fierce defense here.
Katarina Van Routen trying to get through the pack as Champagne is released, closes on the back. Katarina Van Routen through for lead jammer.
And she's going to get through for lead jammer.
Well, Champagne, dodges a big attempt to hit her with big speed, and what do you know, she's sailing free. But Katarina Van Routen has nothing of it. Furies blowing it up like they came here to do.
Off to a big start, definitely. Let's see what this change does here. It looks like, is that number 2, Fanky Facebreaker?
And number 7,
Scariel for the Andromedals. Fanky Facebreaker happened to make the poster, and her Facebreaker face is pretty scary. And there it goes. Tearing through for lead jammer. Scariel finally gets through the pack and is catching her right on her tail. Catching up the speed. Frankie gets through with ease and calls off the jam. 39-1. Frankie Facebreaker. And here we go. It looks like Wonder Dread and Surly Q here at the line. Let's see here if Surly Q can put some points on the boards for the Andromedals. Dread getting through. Scariel finally getting through that pack. As Wonder Dread ripping through. We got a fast moving pack, but Wonder Dread's already entering the back of the pack. Let's see if these dolls can hold her back. Oh, she's going to take the inside line and takes a hit from Page Security and goes down.
But calls it before.
Still picking up points, though. 43 Furies, 1 Andromedals.
They're doing a great job of making sure that these dolls are not getting any chances to score. You can see Surly Q very eager to at least pick up a little bit, but no, the Furies are right on top of this. We have Scariel number 7 out for the Andromedals and number 85, Medusa Harm, for your Flat Track Furies.
Medusa Harm trying to take that inside. Scariel taking that outside. Let's see what works. Medusa's meeting some Andromedal defense, and I'm not sure. Here we go. It looks like Scariel. I can't tell because she's playing defense.
Yeah, she's picked up
Scariel
lead jammer.
has lead jammer. There we go.
Picked up lead jammer and immediately started sitting on the other team's blockers.
Immediately started playing defense, and now she's going to offense. There's that switch, and she goes. Let's see if the Andromedals can score some points here. It's going to take some Andromedals defense.
Big hit by number
Lady Bullseye.
Lady
Big hit on
Bullseye.
Scariel. Knocking her out.
number 270.
Yes. That was a big hit by Lady Bullseye right there.
And
Taking
get the jam
Scariel
line.
out, making her call that jam.
Get at the jam line. We have Champagne.
Looks like Champagne here and Fanky Face Breaker.
Hey, they're on the poster tonight.
Uh-huh. We got the poster girls here at the jam line.
Let's see what they do with it. Frankie
Oh.
Facebreaker through already. Lead jammer.
Face
Pulling.
Breaker ripping right through. Showing her Frankie face. Champagne getting down and up and down and up and taking some hits. And here we go. Champagne fighting her way to try and get through still. But we got fast-moving packs all night. These packs, the pack speed has been enormously fast.
Boy, that is some tenacious blocking by number 19 of the Andromedals.
I'm really thinking that both strategies here at both of these teams are to do some fast pack speed. And we're going to watch a fast bout tonight. We're going to watch a lot of execution and a lot of speed. Here we go. And that is the end of the jam. Looks like we got a 47 Flat Track Furies to 2 Andromedals lead. Lead's not too big right now to determine any game winner, but at this point, the Furies have a healthy lead and a good start going.
They certainly do, and it's a big start. They probably knew they needed a big start in order to remind the Andromedals that losing is possible.
Yes.
At the same time, are they going to burn up too much energy too early in the bout? Are they going to sustain this at the end of the second period?
That is the question. But it is a dogfight. Surly Q trying to fight her way at the beginning of the pack.
Katarina Van
Oh,
Rotten,
and it looks like we have a little switch here.
Katarina
Katarina Van
gets through
Rotten
Lee Jammer on the
Gonna
inside.
take it through for Lee Jammer. And Surly Q is going to make her initial pass here. No points scored. Let's see what the Dolls do. They got all 4. Let's see what they've got as far as defense. But Katarina Van Rotten going to rip through. Call off the jam.
We're definitely seeing a real emphasis on the hit and run strategy by the Furies tonight. They are not spending any time thinking about gratuitous points. They are scoring it out and shutting it down right away.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Number
Looks
50,
like
Page Security out for the Andromedals. Number 26.2, Wonder Dread for the Furies.
we got a 51 Furies, 2 Andromedals. Furies have got the lead here, and let's see if Page Security has anything to say about it. Page Security at the front. But yes, this Furies wall is going, and
And those
Page
Dolls
Security.
blockers just sitting on top of Wonder Dread. And yet she still comes out with lead jammer.
Oh, I don't
After
know how
all
she did
that.
that, but she snuck through the back, and she's going to get it for lead jammer. And it looks like Page Security is going to go to the box for a cut track.
Oh boy. The Andromedals got just about nothing for their efforts, and now you have Wonder Dread just darting all over the place. I mean, it's almost, well, I hesitate to say it's almost a fist fight, but boy, when there's nothing to do but try and stop her, boy, what do you do? What do you do?
Yeah, the Andromedal's got to show some defense right here and really hold her. Ooh, slap cat, big hit. Pushing her inside and pulling her back. That's the defense that I'm talking about. This is the defense we need to see out of these dolls. No holds barred. Do not let you buy. You must work and earn and push. And Slapcat knocks her down one more time. And that's it. She's going to call the jam.
Wonder Dread stopped at long last by a seriously determined Andromedal's defense, but boy, what effort. What effort.
All right, we got a 61-2 Andromedals. The Furies are taking this right from the back.
And with nearly 45 minutes left to play, this is nothing.
Yes.
Will they sustain it? Looks like a timeout
We're
called.
going to take a timeout. They're going to Andromedals are going to
official
take a
timeout.
breather here.
It's an official timeout.
Is it official?
Yep, it's official timeout. Looks like they're going to count something, which is what officials tend to do during their timeout. So we
Yes.
will contain our surprise.
We still have Page Security Jammer in the box for the Andromedals. So we'll see what happens or what unfolds under this timeout.
To provide the highest quality, energy efficient, safe, and affordable electrical construction repairs, new wires, and retro fits. Think electric. And I mean, honestly, who doesn't really like a good retro fit? Looks like the teams were just verifying the score, making sure all the points were correct and accurate. And it's been settled. Thanks, Leah.
All right. Scores are accurate. 61 Furies, 2 Andromedals. With 14:09 left to play in this half.
Flat Track Furies with a power jam situation. Medusa Harm waiting, looking for the opportunity, waiting for the gap to develop, but those Andromedals not leaving much of a gap for her.
And it looks like Rex Havoc's going in the box as Page Security comes back out.
Medusa Harm still finally out of the pack, picks up lead jammer.
Page Security fighting her way through that pack. Some good defense by the Furies there. As Medusa Harm is starting to enter the back of the pack now.
And she's through.
Lady Bullseye with a hit on that and slowing it down. And Page Security fighting her way through.
Forearm major called on Page Security. And
Well, it looks like
like
a penalty
another one.
called on 32 there too.
looks
I'm
like
confused
swap.
on that.
Yep,
What was the
looks like it was forearms on each of them. Plenty of blame to go around there. And it looks like yet another, let's see, number
Aerial strike entering
for
the box also.
the
for
Andromedals.
Medusa Harm picking up
And so
5 more
what do we have
points.
left? Medusa Harm. Medusa Harm clearing the pack again with relative ease. Another big grand slam. Boy, the Furies are really starting to run this up.
Oh, yes, they are. Let's see if the Andromedals defense can take them here.
Let's see if they can stay in the game.
There we go. Well, she calls it off. We got a big lead here for the Flat Track Furies. 85-2 Andromedals.
And I'll tell you, Mr.
Furies,
Abbott,
yeah, these Furies came out to play tonight.
they
That's
sure
what I wanted
did.
to see.
And we mentioned, I mean, the Furies are going to have to sustain this. If they burn all their fuel this early in the bout, they may find themselves coming up short later. But with a lead like this, with the momentum like this, it's hard not to keep going. And one thing you got to keep in mind is that they are forcing the Andromedals to spend so much time and effort thinking about the blocking and skating so fast and so hard to try and get these blocks done. The Andromedals aren't getting a rest. They're burning the candle at both ends just as much as the Furies are. And here comes Wonder Dread again. Quick dart to the outside, gets around the pack. Another 5-point grand slam.
Wonder Dread just tearing it up right here, too. Oh, and she blasts on through. It's a Rex Havoc and Scariel Wall 2-on-2 trying to push her out. Oh, and she gets through one more time. Page Security out, and she gets through. Page is trying to catch. And that's it. As Page Security catches her, Wonder Dread calls off the jam.
As the Furies hit the century mark, the Andromedals barely on the board. What's going on?
I do not know. I wasn't not expecting this.
No
But then
kidding.
again, I've watched these Andromedals win 4 in a row, so we'll see what happens. There better be some momentum switch, or these Furies are going to take this momentum and run with it.
Nobody came here for a turkey shoot, but the gravy's cooking.
No, the gravy's cooking. We'll see what happens. Andromedal's got to turn it around here, play some defense, and hold that jammer. Their jammers are out. Fierce and Katarina Van Rotten one more time. Lead jammer. Copernicus on the outside hits an outside hit and has to scoot it back a little bit.
Meanwhile, Katarina Van Rotten squirrels away through the pack yet
Katarina
again.
Van Rotten ripping through that pack and getting it again.
Big 5-point grand slam, and meanwhile, Copernicus still trying to get through that pack. Frankie Facebreaker has to let her go.
Van Rotten, there we go. 4 more points, 0 points Andromedals.
Hey, Dolls fans, you know we can do it, right?
Number 96 Champagne out for the Andromedals again. And looks like for the Furies, number 84.
That's me right here.
84 or 9, I'm not sure. There's a small print.
I may have misread it.
Champagne gets lead jam.
One-Eyed Jack. One-Eyed Jack for the Furies. We haven't seen her jam before. Are they trying to spread it around or just trying to keep the dolls off guard?
I'm not sure, but their jammers are fresh and their jammers are fast. Champagne going though. She's got the speed right now. She gets a whip and she rips around. This pack is amazingly fast right now. And I think that's the strategy that these Furies are taking. They're going to try and take a fast pack and change up the Andromedals' play. Here we go. Rex Havoc at the line jamming for the Andromedals.
And
And
again,
it looks like Wonder Dread that she's up against. Let's see what unfolds here. Not buying. Not bias here, but at all points, I like to watch my wife crush ladies.
there's just no substitute for that kind of personal interest, is there?
And here she goes, pushing through. She's got 2 or 3 to beat, pushing her way, and getting lead jammer right there. Looks like Lady Bullseye is going to the box, and Rex Havoc going to take lead jammer for the Andromedals.
Meanwhile, Wonder Dread still trying to get through that wall of silver. These
Andromedals playing D, but Wonder Dread finally getting through. as Wreck Havoc starting from the back. Let's see what she's got. She's going to push on through, score some more points. Gets pushed out of bounds and calls off the jam.
Well, that's a little turn of the tide for sure.
It is a turn of the tides, but we need to see some more of those out of the dolls before 6 minutes and 30 seconds is gone. With a 109 Furies lead and a 7 Andromedals score.
Well, and I tell you, it became clear that if the Andromedals put 4 blockers right onto Wonder Dread and they have nothing else to do but sit on her, they can stop her.
Well, it appears that these Furies jammers, either which one, got Katarina Van Rotten. Oh, Scariel changing my tone.
There you go.
Lead jammer. But I'm saying Wonder Dread and Frankie Facebreaker and a few of these Furies jammers have come out with some fierce game right now. Let's see what these Andromedals can do to turn it all around.
Katarina Van Rotten now out, not lead jammer, but
She gets out, and Scariel is scoring some more points. It looks like 3 points.
And then having to call it off.
And calling the jam off. We got 5 minutes and 30 seconds left of gameplay here.
If the Dolls can just draw some blood at this point, if they can draw some blood in this first half, see the light at the end of the tunnel, they can
With
turn
a
this thing around.
99-point lead, these Dolls need to draw some blood with a big syringe.
Number 96, Champagne out for the Andromedals. Number 85, Medusa Harm for the Furies. It's a good matchup.
Let's see if these Dolls can hold it back, try and score some more points. Champagne pushing her way through on the inside. Let's see if she gets it. And she's going to pull through. Lead jammer. Pushing her way through a 2-team wall. And some good defense. Big hit by Slapcat. Medusa Harm knocked out. Slapcat with Medusa Harm's number hits her back again. Taking her all the way back. Slapcat is not going to let Medusa Harm near her. And she's got a wall for some help, and that is the jam. Andromedals trying to close this lead here before this half. 109 to 16.
Furies working to bring some more tenacity, some more energy back to the blocking. And Bruges in particular making some great efforts on there, but Champagne just not giving up the opportunity. Now we have double up, Surly Q out for the Andromedals.
And number 2, Fakey Facebreaker for the Furies. Butt to butt, shoulder to shoulder, and these two jammers are not going to let each other go. Oh, assisted suicide hits Frankie Facebreaker out quick and makes her push back. We've got an option for Surly Q here at the front. See if she gets a split pack, but she's going to get it and lead jammer, Surly Q. Frankie Facebreaker meeting the defense of the Dolls at the back of the pack and not getting through. Keep getting pushed out. Oh, big hit there. And she's going to go out. I don't know whether it was a forearm or what, but Frankie Facebreaker in the back of the pack. Surly Q trying to get through, score some more points here.
Events moving pretty quickly, hard
And
for the
she
Furious blockers
gets
to react.
through. There we go. 5 more points, Surly Q. 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in gameplay. Surly Q, and looks like Frankie Facebreaker's in the box. I missed that. We got an elbows or forearm on Sugar Hooker here, and Surly Q trying to fight her way. Looks like split pack here. They got to let her through. They're not letting her through, and now they've let her through. One more Fury goes to the box. Here's a big opportunity for the Andromedals and Surly Q to score some points. She's going to push her way through to the inside. Gets through both, scores 5 more points. 109 to 31 Andromedals with 2 minutes left.
With Genesis O'Sin and One-Eyed Jack doing their absolute best to try and keep a lid on
Surly
this.
Q one more time for 5 more points. And 109-36 Andromedals. She's going to call it off with 2:10 left in play.
We are seeing some huge gems by the Andromedals wrapping up the end of this first half. They know they have to turn it around. Where did it come from, and where was it?
It's all about a championship trophy, and we're about to see. We got 154 left in gameplay here. Scariel and Wonder Dread in the line. And this whole pack is going to start at the actual blocking line.
What?
Maybe the Andromedas are trying to switch this up with their numbers, but they're going to try and push Wonder Dread into oblivion.
And she's having none of it.
Oh, and Scariel's getting through, and let's see if she's got it. Lead jammer, Scariel. We got Rex Havoc on Wonder Dread like stink on S. And that wall of Andromedals is waterfalling. There's two up front here. Lady Bullseye trying to help her teammate out, but not going to happen. Rex Havoc holding that jammer, keeping that pack to the same spot, slowing her down enough. Scariel through for one more pass, getting some more points. Andromedals are closing the lead here by little, with 47 seconds left in gameplay. 109 Furies, 41 Andromedals.
Well, and I'll tell you, Mr. Havoc, points are good, and the Andromedals need to score points, but what big blocks they're getting at this point. They have put some serious effort into stopping this Fury scoring machine. They have been all over Wonder Dread, sitting on her, trying to keep her back, and they've done it. They have stopped her now, and so the Furies are looking for some new momentum. Katarina Van Rotten trying to squirrel around the outside. Meanwhile, Champagne trying to work her way straight through the pack. It's a mess over there.
Hitting that inside, Champagne's going to get it. No, she's going to get a cut track, and she's going to go to the box.
And exactly, again, what the Andromedals didn't need at this point. If Katarina Van Rotten picks up lead jammer, racks up some points. Boy, this is no way for the Andromedals to end this period with a big swing in momentum back towards the Furies and a big lead in the Furies' favor.
No, let's see what kind of defense they have. Slapcat's coming on in here. We got a 3 Andromedals wall that is holding her back, but they got to let her through. There's too much space. We got a 3-on-4 pack here.
Katarina Van Rotten closing again. Andromedal blockers ready to hit this.
Yes, that's the defense the Andromedals need to play, or else this is not going to be in the game. Slapcat knocking her out one more time and pulling her way back for a... She has to call up the jam.
And going into the halftime. Let's see. Let's let it up. 141. Not an insurmountable lead, but a big statement by the Furies. We will be back with the second period of this all-important, decisive final championship bout of the ECRG season, although there's one more bout in a couple weeks, in just a few minutes. Thank you.
Let's see if the Andromedals at half can pull this all the way through.